I'm extremely privileged to get the opportunity of visiting this holy place of Tirupati, one of the foremost Vaishnav Dhams. The purpose of my tour is to visit the spiritual portals of our country. Our freedom fighters fought not for food, shelter, and clothing, but for our identity. Ek nishan, ek bidhan, or ek pehchan. Pehchan means identity. And Tirupati and places as spiritual as this are our main sources of identifying ourselves as Indians. So, on behalf of Hindu Mahasabha, since our birth in 1882, followed by our registration in 1915, it has been our aim to get back what we have lost due to the invaders. Invaders did not snatch food from us, clothing from us, or shelter from us. They tried to culturally demean us. They tried to snatch away our identity, hamara pehchan. Who are we? And our freedom fighters fought not because to give us food, to give us clothing and shelter merely, but to give us that pride that we are Indians and we are the torch bearers of this great civilization called the Sanatan civilization, which is the cradle of all civilizations of the world. India ko agar Vishwa Guru banna hai, if India has to become Vishwa Guru, India has to revive, restore its cultural, spiritual, moral identity. And this tour is mainly because of that. And of course, I'm very pleased for a lovely darshan that I had of Balaji yesterday. The system is amazing. And I would request through your media to the political system to make all temples government free, tax free. Because if the temples are politicized and if their income is taxed, and that tax income goes for various activities which is not in conformity with the devotees' donation, then it is breach of trust between the devotees and the political system. So my intention of calling this press meet is to voice the Hindu Mahasabha's concern of what is going on with the game that is playing, money game that is going on with our temples and the government. All state governments, all central government departments need to stay away from temple funds, temple administration, temple management, and leave it to the priests, leave it to the local spiritualists who are entitled and specialized to run all the temples. And ethically, if churches are not taxed, if gurudwaras are not taxed, if pagodas are not taxed, if masjids are not taxed, ethically temple funds should not be taxed. Instead, there could be a government directive to use it for the development of the Sanatan community, for which the donation is donated by devotees visiting the temples. Moreover, every temple and all its assets should be restored and well controlled by the management, and the government should ensure that every temple maintains a Goshala, and through the Goshalas there develops with the temple funds Go Udyog, that is cow waste material based item making for mass employment. Today we don't have jobs. The government cannot give us jobs. They are privatizing most of the public undertakings. So cow waste material based units, micro units, can be supported financially through temple funds, and there could be a generation of mass employment and profit-making concerns. While Gomata gets a stature in our society now which she doesn't have, our youths will get a source of income, and our lifestyle, our health quotient will go up if we promote organic cultivation. And it is only by cow protection policies, ban on cow slaughter, cow smuggling and cow trafficking, that an organic cultivation, sources of renewable energy, cooking gas can be given to the people en masse at affordable levels. So my entire spiritual journey, spiritual tour to temples is to receive the blessings of the deities so that our demands are heard and demands are blessed by the deities, so that in the coming days Bharat can become the spiritual, cultural, economic, social, political portal for the global community to come and receive training. And truly Bharat can convert itself into Vishwaguru. Bharat cannot compete with the glitterati of the West and the so-called technical advancement of other countries like China, Japan and all. But it can compete if it can not only compete, it can head the world if it develops its spiritual, cultural identity. And that is why the freedom fighters had sacrificed their lives. They went to the extent of sacrificing their lives to ensure a truly independent Bharat, Bharat in all its Bharatiyata in totality. Without a spiritual and a cultural independent Bharat, our independence remains unfulfilled. And for that, I have come here to share my experience visiting all the portals or the temples, and I am very satisfied with most of them. But I am very sad to know that temples are taxed and temples management is interfered with by politicians and the political system. That should come out, because we are not experts in spiritualism. Experts should handle. MBA cannot handle medical profession and doctor cannot manage a corporate body. So politicians should not interfere in temple making, temple management and temple funds. Let the spiritualists, the priests and the devotees form a management and give services to the community and make our lives organic and temple-centric and ensure protection to our cow family. Any questions? I'm here to. Hindu Mahasabha on 6th of December last year, that is not 2025 but in 2024, we had already made the last rites of Muhammad Yunus as our protest in the river Yamuna. We had conducted his last rites, saying that he is a dead person for us, he is a ghost for us, and I have written to the Nobel Committee to withdraw his Nobel Peace Prize. This year, this year, 2025, I have already written on behalf of Hindu Mahasabha to withdraw his Nobel Peace Prize, because it's a laughing, he has become a laughing stock and a mockery, a great mockery to the Peace Prize, Nobel Peace Prize, by being the head and manipulating with so much of ethnic cleansing and treating the people with so much of atrocities. So I think that is the only way we can help, and we are in continuous touch with people who want to separate from Bangladesh, who want to form their own nation. Like the Chakma side is already planning for a partition, and we are going to help, just as we have helped Baluchistan You might have heard Balochistan has a government in exile whose prime minister is Honorable Dr. Naila Qadri, and we were instrumental in giving her all the support and all the processes to form the government.